What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel if you're new here. I'm so happy you're here. Today we are doing a deep dive into the best expensive, luxurious, high-end makeup. I'm gonna be doing a full face on what I think is actually worth your coin, because everything is so freaking expensive nowadays, and there is a lot of high-end makeup that is just not worth it. That is a whole nother video, and believe me, girl, it's coming. I am ready to put expensive makeup on my face, so let's just jump right into it. We're starting off with primer, and we are starting strong with a big opinion that primer is a gimmick. I don't think you need it. This step, I think you could definitely skip, but if you got the extra money, girl.
You got the extra money.
This is the only high-end primer I will ever recommend. It's the Hourglass primer. This smooths your skin to a baby's butt. It is freaking amazing. It is the only pore filling primer that has never disrupted my makeup underneath. I feel like every time I use a pore filling primer, my makeup ends up looking weird. This is the definition of luxurious. If you want a primer that fills your pores and smooths out your skin, definitely get Hourglass. Everything else, it can be thrown away, girl.
Throwing them in the trash.
I have three favorite high-end foundations. Number one is Haus. If you know, you know. This is my holy grail. It is one of the best foundations I have ever used. I wore it on my sister's wedding. The makeup did not budge, honey. It was on all night. My foundation literally looked the same after wearing it for 10 hours, and that should tell you something. Not only is it just a bomb foundation, this bottle, girl, it's luxurious. It is heavy. It's got some weight to it.
She's heavy.
This is the definition of a luxurious foundation. Once you try this, you'll never go back. It's amazing for dry skin, oily skin, normal skin, and the shade range. Whew. The shade range, girl, you're gonna find your shade. My second favorite foundation is the Laura Mercier foundation. This is the one that's been going viral, that literally just glides on your skin like water, and that's exactly what it is. It's very lightweight. You're gonna see your skin through it. My last and final favorite foundation, it's actually a skin tint,
So don't come at me, it's a skin tint.
is the Hourglass Veil Skin Tint. I wore this at my sister's bachelorette in Miami in the 100-degree heat in the middle of freaking August, and this bad boy did not move. All three of these, you just can't go wrong, girl. Today, I am going to be using Haus. Another thing that I love about this foundation is you don't need a lot. I feel like a little bit goes a long way. And if I'm spending a lot of money on a foundation, I don't want to buy a new bottle like every month. Girl, I'm trying to save my money. The shade match is on point. I did about 2 pumps. 2 pumps covered my whole face, but you could definitely build this up if you wanted to. There is only one high-end concealer that I truly love. It's the Hourglass concealer. I promise this video is not sponsored, girl. I wish it was, because this is so freaking expensive. If you want something that is full coverage, super creamy, lasts all day, this is going to be your new go-to. This is the definition of creamy. Just listen to it. That one shocked that one shocked me.
Nasty. Yeah.
Again, a little bit goes a long way. That's literally all I do. I don't put any more than that. You don't need any more than that. It's full coverage, girl. I'm telling you, it is full coverage. I personally love applying this with a brush, but you can definitely use a sponge if you want to. But that was literally 2 little dots. You saw how much I used, and it covered my under eye and my eyelid and even down my nose a little bit. Look at the difference between this under eye and this eyelid and this one. Girl, I look alive. I'm looking healthy again. The LYS cream bronzer is probably the most affordable high-end cream bronzer, and it's literally the best high-end cream bronzer, and I have tried all of them. I literally just twice, and that is it. This bad boy
is pigmented.
This melts so easily into your skin. It literally does the blending for you. You guys already know I'm picking Rare Beauty Liquid Blush. It's superior. They cannot be beat. I have never tried a high-end liquid blush that I like more than this. And I'm even picking this over my high-end cream blushes. If you know, you know, you only need one dot. Because these are so pigmented, they are lasting a very long time. This little guy has lasted me, girl, it's probably expired. This is in the shade Hope, and it has to be my favorite color. It is the perfect light pink. It literally goes with every makeup look. The skin is glowing. It is looking bomb. This combination is so good. Now I'm gonna set my face, and I have two favorite setting powders. The first one being Hourglass. I feel like this needs to be talked about more. This is an underrated setting powder. Blurs your under eyes. It doesn't oxidize. It doesn't look weird. And girl, I am picky about my setting powders, and this one is a 10 out of 10. My second favorite setting powder is the pink OneSize setting powder. I do not like the translucent setting powder from OneSize. I don't know if the formula is different because it's pink, but I love this. This is one of my favorite pink setting powders. I like to set the majority of my face with the Hourglass powder, and then I go in with the pink powder from OneSize. Maybe I wouldn't like the pink powder if I just went straight in with it, but I like layering this on top of the translucent powder. The face is set. What do you guys think? I think it looks expensive. It looks like I got money. I absolutely love the Hourglass blush, and I also love their face palettes. This is probably the most expensive thing in this video. Look how beautiful these face palettes are. Even though these are very pricey, I feel like it's worth it for the amount of product you're getting. Their single blushes are really expensive as is. You might as well just pull out your wallet, girl, and
buy the big thing.
You're getting everything in this palette. It's hard to deny that this isn't worth it. I think you can also customize these. That's another reason why I love these. These blushes definitely have glow to them. So if you're not a glowy blush person, you might not love this, but I personally love it, and I feel like you honestly could probably skip highlighter with this. It just gives such the perfect flush of color and glow to your skin. I have to show you guys the highlight in this palette because it is like no other highlighter I've used before. It's not chunky and glittery. I have to show you. I have to show you guys this highlight. This is like a glow from within. You can't deny this glow. There are two high-end eyeshadow palettes that I actually think are worth your money. A lot of the times I feel like you don't need to be spending a lot of money on eyeshadows, but these two, the formula is just insane. Number one, this has been my tried and true. This has been my number one used palette of 2023, and I still have not put it down. It's the Patrick Ta Major Dimension Volume 3. I have all of his palettes, and I don't know what he did for this one, but I swear the formula is different because these just glide on. There is no patchiness, no weirdness. And on top of that, these are colors that I'm using every single day. I don't want to spend money on a eyeshadow palette and I'm not going to use it. I've used this a lot. Girl, tell me why it looks like I haven't touched it. There's a little bit of kickback, whatever. There's literally kickback in every eyeshadow palette. I hate when people complain about that, but I have to put a PSA out there. The other palette that I love, and this one's pricey, girl.
This one's pricey.
Is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. The shimmers in this palette are out of this freaking world. I feel like paired with the Patrick Ta palette, because these don't have shimmers, these two palettes, girl, you are unstoppable if you have these two, let me tell you that.
You go, girl!
Natasha Denona is definitely more cool tone, so if you kind of go towards that vibe, I would definitely suggest this. If you are a warm toned girly and you do not care about shimmers, you need the Patrick Ta. I'm gonna use both of these palettes today just so you can really see how amazing these are. I'm gonna start off with Patrick Ta, just kind of do a neutral look, and then I'm gonna put some shimmers on, girl. These are some of the best matte eyeshadows I have ever used. I am going to use the shimmer Muse. You guys ain't ready for the shimmer.
You are not ready for this shimmer.
Here we go. The prettiest shimmer I have ever used. It looks like my eye is wet. This is normally when I would fill in my brows, but let's just be real, girl. There's nothing high-end that beats drugstore brow products. I said it. I don't think there is anything high-end brow product-wise that's better than anything you can find at the drugstore. I have 3 top favorite high-end mascaras. Do I think you need them?
No.
I think there's a lot of really great drugstore mascaras that are very comparable to a lot of these. If you got the extra coin, yes, girl, buy them. Number 1 is Rare Beauty. Selena just kills it. Let's be real. I don't know who she's working with or how she got the formula she did, but this is very lengthening. It's very thickening. It doesn't make your eyelashes feel or look really wet how some mascaras do. It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I literally fell in love with this when I received it for the very first time years ago in my BoxyCharm box. R.I.P. BoxyCharm. R.I.P. My lashes look the longest when I use this. And the most
Expensive
one on the list. This is definitely a splurge item. It's the YSL mascara. I'm sure you guys have seen it going around TikTok. It really is that great. People are not lying to you. Influencers are not lying to you. This mascara is bomb. A lot of mascaras dry out super fast. I feel like this lasts a very long time and I have used this a lot. You guys can call me a basic bitch, but I love a good Lily lash. Do I think you need every single one? No, but I think if you find a style that you like, just buy that one. They last like 25 wears, so it is worth the investment.
Girl, these lashes are big.
Forgot how big these are, but they are looking good. I look like I need to go to the club. Like these lashes, they are in the style Mykonos, and damn, every time I look in the monitor, I'm like, who is that? She's looking good. She's looking good. Damn, girl! You guys know I absolutely love the Hourglass highlight. It's definitely a glow from within, but if you want something that's more bold and out there and just gleaming, the Rare Beauty highlight is where it's at. I actually used this on my sister on her wedding day. I'll insert pictures. Her highlight looked so good, you guys. It was popping. It was beautiful. I was like, girl, let me put a little highlight on you. And it literally looked so good in her photos. I'm so happy I did. This highlight just speaks for itself. The only thing I would say use caution is if you drop this thing is literally shattering in a million pieces. It's actually annoying. It happened to me one time and I had to buy it. I had to buy a new one. Barely touched it. Tap it off a little bit. You're kidding. Some highlights will give you a really weird cast when you like turn your head a certain way. This one, girl.
She's just glowing.
I love using this literally everywhere. Oh my gosh, look at that. I think if you get anything from this video, this is what you need to get. Definitely the Rare Beauty highlight. There are 2 setting sprays that I think are abso-freaking-lutely worth your money. Number 1 is an OG. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter. This has never done me dirty. This has never done me wrong. If you know, you know. This stuff is bomb. If you've never tried it, girl, you need to. My other favorite is a newer one and it is so freaking worth the hype. It's the OneSize setting spray. This, however, is matte. I'm not a super matte person. I like looking dewy and glowy. So when I do use this, I set my face and then I will re-add in my highlight just because it kind of does take that away a little bit. I wore this to my sister's bachelorette in the Miami heat. It was like 100 degrees and my makeup literally did not move. I was sweating too, girl. I was sweating and it looked completely natural. All the girls on the trip were complimenting me and they all wanted to use the setting spray. I went around to every girl. No one's makeup moved. My younger sister on my other sister's wedding day was crying. Her makeup did not move. This is just tested, tried and true. It is so good. If you're not a matte girly, I still encourage you to try it because I never was a MAC girly either, but I love this. If you guys watch my videos, you know I am not the biggest Charlotte Tilbury fan. I feel like a lot of her products are very overpriced. However, her lip liners, they're fire. I'll admit it. I'll be the first to admit it. They're fire. I talk a lot of shit, but these are really good. This is in the shade Iconic Nude. Color can't be beat, and
This bitch is not moving.
I feel like there really isn't a high-end lip product that sticks out to me that I feel like you need to buy. Today, I literally just used e.l.f. and NYX Butter Gloss, and my lip combo's fire. I don't think you need to spend a lot of money for a good lip combo. I feel like there's a lot of really good stuff at the drugstore. The makeup is done and it looks
Expensive.
I think the makeup turned out so good. If I'm ever gonna recommend something that you should spend your money on, it's gonna be these products. These products never fail me. They are my go-to luxurious high-end products. If you guys have tried these, comment below. I definitely wanna know if you love them or if you hate them. I have to know your thoughts. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I am always active on there. I had so much fun. I love showing you guys the products I love. Comment below what you want to see next, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.